Okay, this is Jeremy from jeremyperson.com. I usually don't do videos, but I've had some time over the last few days in the holiday to kind of geek out, and I got a few projects going, and one of them is Boxee, and so I actually am running a HDMI cable from one room to the next. There's already a coaxial outlet going from one room to the other, so I just ran through there, and I've already got some sound coming through too. And so, if you're not aware of Boxee and what it is, it's an open source solution. It's available for PC, Mac, and Linux, and so I've got a Linux box in the other room, and that's what's controlling it. And then I've got a wireless keyboard here, and I picked that up, $40, Best Buy, and besides the HDMI cable, which I got online for I think $5 on Amazon or something, it was like a 20-foot cord. The whole thing was basically free, as long as you got a decent computer, decent video card, wireless keyboard, like I said, an HDMI cable running from one room to the next, or if you want your computer right next to your TV, that would work too. The other thing you might have heard is Boxee Box, and so if you don't want to mess with setting all this up and running cables and doing all the installs and everything, try and keep my camera still here, you can just use Boxee Box, and that came out I believe about a month ago. You can go on Amazon, and it's about $1.99, and it does all this, and it's a nice design and sits right beneath your TV. But if you want to be cheap like me, my sister's online, you can just use Boxee, and you can download it, install it, and then just to get, like I said it again, just run your cables to your TV and you're good to go. And so I'll just start, I guess, at the top right, and so you can see that this is where TV is going. I mean, it's displaying temperature for me, so it's 39 degrees in California right now at 8:30 or so at night on Sunday. You can see I've got all kinds of stuff to kind of go through. I've got photos, music, movies, TV shows, apps, and files, and I'll show you all that in a second. I've also got a feed, and so TV and all this is getting more social, and so I can go in here and I can watch TV shows and movies and music, all these different things, and if I like it, it's going to show up in my feed to my friends. And so I can go out to Boxee's website, and I can find people that are also running Boxee. There won't be too many of you, I know. And but if you are running Boxee, I can follow you, and then I can find things that you like, and vice versa. You can see things that I like, and so that all shows up there in your feed. And then you've also got a featured section, so everything kind of going viral and things that they want to promote on Boxee is showed right in the middle there. And then you also have the idea of a queue. And so if you're going through and you're browsing TV shows and podcasts or anything online here in Boxee, you can also put it in your queue. And so if you don't have time to check it out at the moment that you see it, you can just put it in your queue and come back later and play it. And so that's everything in my queue right now. So with that said, I'm just going to use my keyboard here, and it's all wireless, and I'll show you photos first. And so you can see that it's basically browsing my computer in the other room, and if you're running Boxee Box, I haven't played with one yet, but I'd imagine there's a USB connection. You can just put your photos on there as well, and I also believe it's wireless, so 802.11b, etc. So you can just run everything that way too, wirelessly, if you would like. But again, this is all running through my computer, and I've got a big monster 60-inch TV in my living room, so this is the future, and it's pretty cool. I like it. So this is again my photos. So I won't show anything crazy personal here, but here's my wallpapers and everything that I've got on here. So I've got a nice Audi, let's say, that I want to have as my wallpaper on my PC. You can see, just like everything else, you can quickly scroll through and view pictures. And so the beauty of this is you don't have to sit around in front of a PC anymore. you can just you know, say, hey, look at, I wish, my new car, or you know, look at my son, look at my daughter, look at my grandma, grandpa, etc. Instead of, you know, crowding around a 22, 24-inch monitor like I have in the other room, you can all sit around the living room, and I don't have a huge living room, but if you do, this is a great way to kind of scroll through the pictures, show grandma, show grandpa, show anybody that wants to take interest in the pictures. And so these aren't family pictures, of course, but they could be. And so that's pictures, and so you get the point there. You can just basically go through and check out all your pictures. Photos is what they call it. The other thing is music, and so music is really cool because it takes a look at all of the music on your PC, and then it gives you original album art. Well, actually, it's not even album art; it's just pictures of the different artists, and it automatically goes through and pulls all of them down from the internet, and then presents them in a nice, cool fashion. And so I'll embarrass myself. I have everything from 311 to Alice Cooper to Aerosmith to, you know, you can see on and on and on. And so I've got a ton of music on here, but let's just say I wanted to play the Flaming Lips, good band. So it's going to first show you the cover of the album art, and then it'll show you all the different songs that you own in that album, and you just click to play it, and then it gives you a nice visualization and all that good stuff. And I've got it hooked up to some fairly decent speakers I've ran into the other room, and so I mean, I don't live in a house where I can crank up the music or anything, but if you're having a party, you can really do some cool things with it, and show everybody your songs and your pictures, and you can do some really innovative, cool stuff with it. So I'm going to go ahead and pause it, and you can see when you pause it, you just hit the spacebar on your wireless keyboard, and hit it again, and it plays it. So I mean, nothing crazy there. And then so you just hit escape to go back, and I'm going to just go ahead and pause it for now so that I can not have to talk over the music. But again, that's all the different music, and so it just automatically pulls it all, and it's super awesome. And let's see, so then there's also the idea of movies, sorry. And so you can either browse your movie library or scan media folders, which means scan your file system on your computer. But if you want to watch everything on the internet, so Netflix hasn't signed on, well, actually they have signed on, but it's not available yet. But the really cool thing is that when Netflix does come to this, you're going to have much better movie selections, because you can see, I mean, it does have like Super Size Me and a few other documentary type things, but I don't even know what all this stuff is, like Benji, really old. So if you're into old classic movies, then this is definitely for you. But I'm not. And so I really haven't seen anything in here that I had to see, but I might check out a few of these and kind of see how it works. But it's got a ton of movies, as you can see, and but not fantastic selections. I can't wait for Netflix to come so that you can actually watch some decent movies, some different things like that. But it's okay. Oh, and then one more thing. So then you can also see that it's even got ratings. So you can go in and rate movies, and you can see all that. So I mean, TV is really starting to get social, and it's still in infancy, and I'll talk about it later. But very cool, isn't it? And then I'm gonna go ahead and put this in a 2-part video series so this file doesn't get too big. I'm recording in HD. So when I come back, I'll talk about TV shows.